About the second week of September is the peak of hurricane season, and then it does stay often pretty active through September. But once we get past the second week, things generally start to trend downward. So we got a little ways to go, but we are going to be watching the tropics through the weekend and early next week. Now notice there's still a lot going on out here. An area to watch, likely to become a system off the continent of Africa. Larry's still a hurricane. It's been out here forever. It's lifting to the north. That's post-tropical cyclone Mindy. And then this is what we're watching, an area to watch over Central America that's going to be lifting into the Gulf this weekend, and it does have a higher chance now of becoming a depression, maybe even a storm. So here's the latest on it. It's just a big tropical wave, lots of moisture associated with this, and it's going to be moving over Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula here into the southern Bay of Campeche as we go into Saturday and Sunday. That's when it'll have a better chance of trying to organize into a depression or into maybe a tropical storm. We'll see. But you can see there are chances now bumped up to 60% chances. It's in the western Gulf, and generally the motion of this is going to be to the north. Now, what does that mean for us? Well, even if this thing moves into Texas, we're going to be on the east side of this big pocket of moisture that's heading into the Gulf of Mexico. So you can imagine the wave is down here, but that moisture extends all the way up to nearly Cuba. So the moisture is going to be heading into the Gulf. That'll send tropical rains up through Texas and Louisiana. Now, the big question right now is how close does the tropical rain get to southeast Louisiana? We'll be on that dividing line more than likely, but it will be close enough that we could see some potential rainfall. So yes, don't be surprised this weekend if we are talking about a cone somewhere in Texas or Louisiana, maybe a depression, maybe even a tropical storm lifting to the north. Now, what's steering this moisture and whatever potentially develops here is this high pressure. It's going to get a little bit stronger over the coming days. That's going to steer it around the edge of this high up towards the north. And then as we go into the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, whatever this is lifting to the north, we'll start to wrap around the northern side of that high. So it's going to be in the vicinity of Texas and Louisiana for multiple days, meaning it's not going to be moving terribly fast, and this is probably going to be a big rainmaker. We're not really expecting this to intensify much, but you know, you don't have to have a strong hurricane to get big rainfall somewhere. So this will be certainly something to watch through early next week, especially for Texas and southwestern Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana and Mississippi here. We'll be on that dividing line on perhaps we see some rainfall and maybe a little bit or too much rainfall. So there's a big pocket of moisture I was talking about. That heads up into the southern Gulf by Saturday, Sunday. There it is lifting to the north. That moisture really starts to increase on Sunday, Monday, and then it lingers in the region throughout about Wednesday and Thursday before we finally get some drier air. So it's going to be extended over 3 or 4 days of having some of that deep tropical moisture. The amounts we could see are going to drop off probably pretty quickly. Notice the current forecast out right now doesn't give us a whole lot of rainfall. This could change, but right now the trends have been for the heaviest rain from around Morgan City to the west, especially down towards the upper Texas coast and in the southwest Louisiana. Models are indicating we could see 7-10 plus inches of rainfall when this is all said and done. Now, it's possible that that disturbance lifts a little bit closer to southwest Louisiana. That would bring this heavier rainfall closer to us, and we could see some heavier rainfall starting not only Sunday, but especially Monday, Tuesday, and going into Wednesday. So it is something we need to watch. Of course, we really don't need any rainfall at this point. We're not expecting this right now to blow up into a big hurricane, but you know, you don't need a big storm, big hurricane to get a big rainmaker. So it is something we'll need to keep an eye on. Fortunately, we get 2 days of great weather this morning. It's just beautiful out there. It's nice and cool and low humidity. Going to be a dry afternoon with lots of sunshine. Same thing tomorrow. Sunday, the humidity is back, that moisture moving in with that wave, and then we're watching rain chances throughout much of next week.